From marching band, I have a million favorite experiences. That is hard to choose. I think anyone who was my year, which anyone who graduated in 2012 would probably have to say the bowl game. So going to the Chick-fil-A Bowl in Atlanta was fantastic because it was literally our last chance to ever experience a bowl game. I mean, we didn't have, starting from our first year, second year, third year, there was almost no hope, and then finally we got to go. So that was unbelievable, exciting, everything about it. I mean, it rained cows from the ceiling at the Chick-fil-A Bowl. What's not awesome about that? It was great. So the Chick-fil-A Bowl was definitely one of the top experiences I had. I remember second year we beat Miami in overtime, and the whole students got to rush the field, but the little marching band kids didn't get to because Mr. Peace didn't let us. That was so exciting though. It was very energizing. Competition-wise, we had my last year. It was me, Victoria, and Brittany Maiden, and we had made it to finals for our collegiate routine, which is we use marching band music, and it's the three of us, and it's probably a 3 to 4 minute routine, and we do 1 baton, 2 baton, 3 baton. It's all coordinated, and we go to a major collegiate competition in Florida every year. And my last year, we had a great performance, great routine. We made the finals. And then in finals, we had the best performance we've ever done, and it was really flawless. And I remember we ended all three in the splits and just looked at each other, and I don't think I've ever smiled that big in my life. I've never been that happy, and that's the only time I've ever cried tears of happiness. And we won, and it was amazing. I think my favorite memory of band camp was actually Mr. Peace looking at the twirlers on photo day and telling us that we needed to fatten up. So he sent us to go eat instead of going to practice. So we went, and Brittany Maiden and I downed a huge stack of pancakes at IHOP. It was like the best thing I've ever eaten. It was great. So that was one of the most exciting memories that I remember from band camp, just because no one knew that we were sitting in IHOP while everyone else was practicing. That was fun. And then, I mean, yeah, skit night. I think Jim Evans sang Whitney Houston once. Pretty entertaining. Shannon Hoare had some interesting vocals that she shared at band camp that were always entertaining. I think Brittany Maiden did a rap about you once, or something about you going to Hong Kong or something. That was a blast. Good times. Well, I loved all of the songs. I thought the band always sounded great. But one of my favorites was Run Around. Loved the harmonica. Thought it was fantastic. Good idea. So Run Around was up there, and Motown. Motown was such a blast, and no one really remembers that show. I don't know why. I had a great routine. It was the best piece of choreography I've ever put together, and no one remembers it but me, but that's all that matters. It was such a blast. I loved Motown. And gosh, Under the Sea, really exciting. Instrumentally, the band was awesome. I love that one. Michael Bublé was fun. Journey, we did that one many times. It was fun every time. There were a lot. Aerosmith, also good. All of it, except Rolling in the Deep. Rolling in the Deep really needed to go. That was the worst. I'm pretty sure we played Rolling in the Deep a solid 4 times. We played it at a halftime show, and I'm pretty sure we did it again for the tech game. We did it for the holiday performance, and then if that weren't enough, Mr. Peace threw it into the halftime show for the bowl game. If I ever have to perform to Rolling in the Deep, I'm gonna set fire to myself. It was the worst. So seriously, if Mr. Peace ever sees this video, please don't ever make the band play Rolling in the Deep or any Adele tune. We did, what was it we did one time? Video games? And there were, I don't remember what the drill set was, but there was, did we make a Mario? I think we made Mario. That was really good. Mario was great. I like that. And we had the infamous stick figures that we did, which I never really got to see, but people liked it. So that was cool. Good and exciting and bad moments throwing fire. always really exciting. You can hear the crowd. You light the batons and people see them, and you hear a response from the audience. Nothing beats that. That is why we twirl fire. But I did have an incident once where I almost burned a band member on the field. So if Hillary McClintock ever watches this video, she'll understand. And she will forgive me for almost taking her life. Mr. Peace was like a dad / matchmaker. It was a really interesting role. So he was always very fatherly and concerned and maternal, and always had that side note of like, so who are you dating, or who are you interested in, or hey, I got someone in the band to set you up with, or you have to let them pass through me first. So Mr. Peace was definitely the matchmaker dad. I worked with his daughter some. I worked closely with Linda. She helped me establish a branch of our baton twirling corps that originated in Richmond, New Orleans. We brought that to Charlottesville. I still teach in Charlottesville every week, and I have been for 5 years. So she's been great. And as for the other directors, Mr. Cook, I feel like he was always, he was like, I feel like he was the one that really knew what was going on. He was kind of cool though. Like, he was kind of, he was a little chill about it. He was a little high strung. Cook was a little more control. I don't even know. I don't know how old he was. I don't know. Was he in the band? Did he have a kid? Were we the same age? I have no idea. He was great. He was cool and fun. I just kind of mysterious. I had no idea. I don't know anything about his stats. Great guy. And Diane, she always makes sure that we're pushing ourselves and that we're bringing something new, exciting, entertaining to the table. And she kind of just offers that oversight of like, okay, overall, this is what I see, this is what can be improved, this is where you can add, this is where one of you looks off, or occasionally she would say, the band's doing this, you guys aren't, why not? Or she would start to say, what can we be working on for next season? What's a way to increase the difficulty of a trick without increasing the risk of dropping it or having it go wrong? How can we utilize the three of us? Because we had 3 years where it was all three, me, Brittany, and Victoria Maiden, and we didn't want to do the same thing for all 3 years. We wanted to constantly bring something dynamic and exciting, just like the band. And everyone's always working to make progress and to get better and to be entertaining. That was the goal. So I think that's always what we've been working towards since day one, just being comfortable, just really working well together. She's been a part of my life since I was 6 years old. I've traveled with her, and she's coached me. She's been there when I had no idea what I was doing, or when I was having mental breakdowns, and we've shared in our exciting moments, and I've been there for her, and it's just, she's